Let's jump right into this explainer because today we're taking a really fun, nostalgic trip back to 2007. Picture it, the arrival of the very first iPhone in India. We're going to break down an absolutely fascinating thought experiment from Ankur Warikoo. And he basically pits this iconic, revolutionary gadget right against its own creator's stock. It's just a brilliant look at the immediate price of a cool phone versus the literally massive scale of compound equity growth. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Imagine for a second that you actually went back in time to the exact moment that very first iPhone dropped in India. Just picture yourself standing right there at the counter and you're holding exactly 11,960 rupees in cash. Now, back then, that was a small fortune for a phone, but it was the magic number to just walk right out of there with Apple's latest, greatest revolution sitting in your pocket. So you're at the register, and you are ready to make a choice.
And here's where we hit the ultimate financial fork in the road. On one side, you've got the gadget, right? You're exchanging your 11,960 rupees for that immediate, amazing thrill of a brand new electronic device. A device that, let's be honest, literally begins depreciating the absolute second you peel the plastic off the box. But then, on the flip side, you have equity. You could take that exact same pile of cash and actually buy a piece of Apple itself. Two vastly different paths for the exact same amount of money.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how Ankur Warikoo's core premise completely shifts our entire perspective with one massive what if. What if that initial 11,960 rupees had instead been invested directly into Apple shares on that very same day? Like, what actually happens to that money? If you can just lock away that urge to consume right then and there, well, the growth trajectory isn't just a little bit different. It completely rewrites your entire financial reality.
So, the crucial point is 85 crore rupees. Yeah. Just take a second to let that sink in. 85 crore. Thanks to years of massive company scaling, stock splits, and the absolute magic of compounding growth, choosing those shares over the phone would have turned that initial 11,960 rupees into a present-day value of 85 crore. It is wild. And it brilliantly illustrates the massive difference between, just consuming a popular product today and actually capturing the long-term wealth of the business that builds it.
Which really leaves us with this final, incredibly vital question. Where are you choosing to put your money today? Because with almost every major purchase we make, we face our own modern-day version of this exact iPhone versus Apple shares dilemma. Are you prioritizing a gadget that's honestly going to end up collecting dust in a drawer in 3 years? Or are you actively looking for opportunities for true long-term wealth creation? Definitely something to think carefully about the next time you're holding cash and ready to buy. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.